huge wave slams into a ship while a man calmly records the moment from the side deck. Strong ocean winds lift water into the air while people on nearby boats watch the wild scene unfold. Playful dog jumps across different objects inside a house while its owners watch and laugh at the energetic performance.
Dangerous display.
Massive bridge collapses under relentless flood pressure as terrified drivers reverse their cars while raging water swallows the entire area. Mountain Road transforms into a chain of natural waterfalls as flowing water crosses the highway, leaving the passing driver stunned. Violent flood and landslide surge through the mountain valley, forcing shocked onlookers to run for safety. Strange yet mesmerizing sight appears along the shoreline as countless insects blanket the rocks beside the water. Powerful floodwater smashes through structures and sweeps across the landscape, while stunned witnesses watch destruction unfold. Bridge suddenly gives way under intense water pressure while a stunned witness records the dramatic collapse. Crowd gathers beside roaring water currents, surprisingly enjoying the powerful natural display. Underwater scene reveals a dense school of fish gliding through murky floodwater as someone records the moment. Scuba diver peacefully swims among colorful schools of fish in a breathtaking underwater encounter. Thunder cracks across the African savanna, startling a pride of lions as safari visitors watch from their vehicles.
I think it's time to go back to camp.
Powerful elephant relentlessly shoves against a tree during a safari in Kenya until the trunk finally snaps. Raging mountain flood destroys parked vehicles as shocked owners watch helplessly. Man bravely wades through muddy floodwater to rescue a trapped bird struggling to survive. Ferocious windstorm rolls a parked car down the road while trees nearly snap beside nearby homes. Violent landslide hurls massive rocks onto a road, sending terrified witnesses running for their lives. Bridge violently bounces up and down above raging water, forcing drivers to stop in disbelief. Massive bridge suddenly collapses into the river beside a passing boat, sending a towering splash into the air. Powerful tornado forms over an open field, lifting debris into the air as people flee the chaotic scene. Rising floodwater sends frightened dogs running in every direction as residents rush to escape. Clumsy lion cub tumbles into the water until a panicked lioness quickly rescues it from drowning. Massive landslide crashes down a mountainside as lucky bystanders sprint away moments before disaster strikes. Huge iceberg suddenly erupts from the ocean surface beside a passing boat, shocking everyone on board. Lightning-fast predator fish launches an ambush underwater, but the target escapes at the last second. Protective fish suddenly charges toward a man reaching into the water, fiercely defending its companion.
There it is. Jesus Christ.
Enormous section of land suddenly breaks loose and plunges into a massive sinkhole before stunned witnesses. playful giant fish surfaces beside a boat and begins interacting with a delighted girl. Powerful snow surge blasts through a broken window and fills an entire room like a frozen avalanche.
Camdan gelmiş. Camı kırmış değil mi? Camı kırmış, burayı doldurmuş. Servise de vardı. Şimdi bunlar hepsi altta kalmış.
Çalışma masası, dolap.
Evet.
Sky above the field darkens as hundreds of thousands of flies swarm in a shocking natural cloud.
Böyle bir kar görmedim ya, baksanıza.
Heavy snowslide buries an entire parked car beneath a small hill of ice and snow.
Çok acayip.
Flock of birds repeatedly dashes across the beach as incoming waves chase them across the sand. Tree leaves mysteriously shift from red to green when light reflects off them, creating a fascinating optical illusion. Two speeding trucks collide violently on a highway, while a nearby driver brakes just in time to avoid disaster. Terrifying moment unfolds in open water as a massive fish suddenly charges toward a swimmer. Massive explosion erupts in a public area, sending frightened people running in every direction. Floodwater surges through city streets and batters buildings while stunned residents watch the destruction. Strange incident inside a building as a moving fence unexpectedly traps a shocked worker. Fire rapidly spreads across the ceiling of a room before thick smoke fills the entire space. Tree suddenly crashes onto the road just behind scooter riders who narrowly escape injury. Rare underwater encounter shows crocodiles surrounded by curious sharks while stunned observers watch nearby. Bizarre crocodile missing its tail slowly moves along the water while others rest nearby. Powerful dust storm sweeps across the land, lifting sand high into the air before shocked spectators. Worker loses balance while pulling a heavy object, sending it crashing into a building entrance. Burning aircraft lies beside a road after a shocking crash witnessed by passing drivers. Active landslide slowly rolls down a hillside as people dangerously record the moment. drift. Pedestrian and dogs narrowly avoid being struck by a vehicle on a snow-covered road. Dense cloud of smoke slowly spread across the water's surface, covering the entire area in a mysterious haze. Sudden windstorm rips tents into the air while campers watch their shelter nearly disappear. Boy opened a door during a powerful windstorm and was suddenly pulled outside with it, leaving witnesses stunned. Lightning flashed dangerously close to a building as someone filmed the shocking moment from a window. Heavy wind and rain reduced visibility on a bridge to almost zero, forcing drivers to stop in fear. Group of animals rested quietly in deep snow before suddenly running away after spotting the person filming. Large section of land suddenly separated and slid down a mountain slope beneath dark storm clouds. Volcano unleashed glowing streams of lava while thick smoke climbed high into the sky. Rare lightning-filled rainbow appeared above city buildings, creating a breathtaking and unusual sight. Heavy snowfall rapidly buried the mountain area as people watched the landscape disappear under white layers. Huge school of fish repeatedly jumped from the water, creating an incredible natural spectacle for boat passengers. Strong wind rolled large bushes across the road, surprising drivers passing through the area. Perfect circular rainbow formed beside the mountains, reflecting sunlight in a spectacular display. Massive avalanche roared down the mountain, filling the air with snow and dust.
Ah! Whoa!
Out-of-control car slammed backward into a pole, destroying the vehicle and snapping the pole in half. Car suddenly cut in front of a moving truck on the highway and was struck from behind in a shocking moment. Burning debris suddenly fell from a building that had caught fire, shocking people watching below. Child nearly slipped off a rock but was quickly pulled back to safety by his father. Large mass of snow crashed beside a street, startling people walking through the snowy area. Vehicle lost control on the road and unexpectedly ended up parked inside a nearby lot. Room ceiling suddenly collapsed, forcing a frightened girl to run away just in time. Massive landslide thundered down a mountainside near the water, blocking the road with debris. Heavy snow slid off a rooftop and crashed onto cars parked outside the building. Man shattered a glass object using only his powerful voice, leaving everyone amazed. Worker lost balance on a ladder and fell, narrowly avoiding serious injury in front of onlookers. Fallen tree blocked the road until people quickly moved it aside for passing drivers. Road suddenly collapsed beneath a moving car, leaving drivers and pedestrians in shock. Heavy snow slid from a rooftop and struck a parked car below. Firefighters watched as flames erupted from a damaged building during the emergency. Car skidded out of control on a wet mountain road, but avoided a crash at the last moment.
Dầu đấy. Cứ ngồi im đi.
Cyclists slammed into a car door and fell directly in front of a bus that stopped just in time. Massive landslide dropped onto the road, sending dust clouds into the air. Lightning struck near a driveway where two people were sitting inside their car. Strange fire began burning from the trunk of a tree deep in the forest. Mysterious fog wave rolled across the road, forcing people to run away in fear. School of fish leapt wildly from the water beside a boat, astonishing the passengers. Large crocodiles slid down toward the water as stunned people watched nearby. Moon slowly moved in front of the sun, turning daylight into sudden darkness during an eclipse. Fragile surface suddenly cracked apart beneath a man standing beside it. Waterspout formed above the ocean and moved dangerously toward the beach.
Whoa! Whoa! Súbanos, súbanos!
Massive sheet of ice broke away from a glacier and crashed into the water.
Come on, do it again. Show me.
Honeybee hovered gracefully between flowers in a peaceful, natural moment. Man carried a transparent sea creature that looked almost unreal to the eye.
やばくないですかつぶらな瞳。
Crow appeared to talk to a dog, creating a funny and surprising interaction. Bizarre hollow insect crawled across a plant, appearing almost invisible inside.
Really?